I think that people really need to understand where their food comes from. And I think that people are finally at the place where they want to understand where their food comes from. My name is Jamie Lauren, and I'm the executive chef of Absinthe in San Francisco.
The winner is Jamie.
Well, you know, I was always passionate about food, and then the minute I started culinary school, it all just shifted for me. I think that one of my philosophies as a chef is just really trying to illuminate the farm-to-table aspect of eating. I actually had the opportunity to go visit a farm when we were filming Top Chef and actually see the chickens that I was going to be working with and see the pigs that we worked with. And I spend pretty much 60 hours a week in the kitchen. And it's really nice when you get to go out and sort of work in the field and really see where everything comes from. And it's an amazing experience.
Just like a pro.
Did you ever see that movie, A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the kid,
Yeah.
you know, when he's in the snowsuit. I hope I don't have to pee. In this economy, when you're going out and you're spending money, it's important to know where your food comes from. And I think that's what people are looking for nowadays.
So, I mean, all of these organisms growing on these oysters is just indicative of a really healthy environment, then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so let's rinse them up.
Wow. That's beautiful, though. Look at that.
Is that a big sucker?
Huge.
We're gonna have to barbecue this guy.
I think so. See this jumbo oyster, the heart's
Oh, look at
still
that heart
beating.
going.
There
Look
it
at
goes.
that bugger go.
Now, how amazing is this? I mean, we just took these out of the water. Here we are, cooking them and eating them. I mean, it can't get much more local than that, can
Doesn't
it?
get much more local. That's good.
It's delicious. And I think it's a learning process, and I think that I'm learning, and I think the public that's watching is going to end up learning too. So a really good way to start embracing your local food community is maybe by trying to switch out a really basic item that you would get at your local supermarket with something that you can find at your farmer's market. So there's some great looking nettles here. It's one of my favorite things. Obviously not going to touch them though because they hurt. The reality of eating locally in the winter is that you're going to have a lot of potatoes and a lot of root vegetables around. Living in the Bay Area, I've been really lucky because there's such a great diversity of products here to work with and a lot of great local small farms, and that's what inspires me. So Eric, so tell me a little bit about, I mean, your philosophy as a chef and, you know, how you make this sort of farm-to-table thing happen.
And we got a great rapport with a lot of the local farmers. The product that we get is just fantastic.
Do you ever notice, I mean, with me, when I caramelize Brussels sprouts, I always think they taste like popcorn. Do you ever notice that at all?
Yeah, they smell like popcorn.
Yeah, they do. This is obviously, I mean, a fairly quick sort of spur-of-the-moment dish based on what we found in the local market. I mean, and anybody can do this, really.
Anyone can do this. As far as I'm concerned, we're done.
Local, sustainable.
I think it's great.
Awesome. Diners just want to have good food, and they want to know exactly where their food comes from and how it ended up on their plate.
We love